when it's dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My living.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On one, ready?
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
12, 12, 12. 11, MT, Tate. 11, Thomas.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Finding more on the out route for the completion. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Gun, gun. Gun.
More the man in motion. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 4 before he's out of bounds. That first good for 20 and a first down.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Vikings had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
12, 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
11, MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
12, 11, Thomas. 12, 11, 11, 11. 12, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Here we go.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT.
Moore, the man in motion.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Moore, the man in motion. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
You know, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
first down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On fourth down, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
Gun. Stop. 11. Close.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12. 11 Thomas. 11-90.
To the air again, Burrow. Right back to Cook for another completion. Touchdown! So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
Harris running straight ahead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They snap it to Tannehill, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Joe Burrow with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Claypool with another catch. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I'm one, Rick.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. And Cook has it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, take. 11, 11. 12, 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Again, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Pats have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Patriots 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Moore, the man in motion.
11.
From the 27, Burrow. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They hand this off to Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This size. He's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. On 4th down, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
11-90.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. The 20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. They're on 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tannehill on 1st down.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
11 mighty.
Burrow from his own end zone. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll